Hello guys and welcome back to Princess Pudding Plays. How are you? So this is going to be the second part to my speed build of my Egypt/Agrabah. I hope you guys enjoyed the first one. As I mentioned before, I'm not combining these two cultures to be offensive in any way. It's just due to lack of items for either culture in the game, and I'm just working with what I got while also just trying to make a very appealing end result. So just wanted to touch on that real quick. But I hope you guys are enjoying these videos, and if you do, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and put down in the comments what you'd like to see more of and what you'd like to see me do next. So we are just hopping right into it. We are going to fill this entire cliff with sand. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this, but I think it just is going to make it look amazing and incredibly cohesive. I realized that in certain spots maybe I'll put a dirt path in order to put a bush or maybe a different flower or such, but other than that, I definitely want sand everywhere. I didn't get to it this video, but I definitely want to find a custom pebble path to put underneath, or not underneath, over top of the sand. So I definitely am going to have pathing between the houses and whatnot. I just need to figure out what I'd like to do for that with the sand still being incorporated. But I'm going to go ahead and eat these pumpkins so I can destroy both rocks that have spawned up here that I don't want up here whatsoever, so I can fill all these spots up with sand. Definitely did a bunch of this in between the videos because I didn't want you guys to watch me do sand forever. That would have been incredibly annoying. But now I noticed that Leaf was here, so I want to get some bushes from him because although this is a desert, it is, I imagine that it's in the fertile period, and for that reason I just want it to look amazing. I want it to look like it's absolutely flourishing. So I am going to incorporate bushes, even though maybe that's not what you naturally see in a desert. I want it to look like an oasis almost. So now we're going to talk about moving Marshall. Why Marshall instead of Anka? Anka isn't on our island anymore. As you may have seen in my video before I started this speed build, I actually got rid of Anka to get Ellie because she's freaking adorable. So while I do want to keep Anka, I have her amiibo, so I'm going to use her amiibo to push Marshall out, and I'm going to do a Marshall giveaway for Christmas Eve. I'm not requiring anyone to do anything. I'm just going to be posting it on my Twitter, and I will be deciding early on Christmas Eve who will be receiving Marshall. So yeah, just check me out on my Twitter. It's in my description. If you want to be a part of that, you'll just see that I have a post saying to retweet that tweet if you would like to be considered for the giveaway. He is absolutely free. You do not need to be subscribed to me. You don't need to follow me. You would just need to retweet that tweet. So yes, we're going to place Marshall right here. And then we're of course going to use the Anka amiibo to push him out to get him ready to get out. So then we're going to go to this right side. Like I mentioned in the previous video, I'm going to make this into a Pharaoh's Graveyard. So we of course need to fill all of this with sand too, to create one big cohesive look. It does look a little strange with the snow kind of peeking through. I went ahead and skipped it because I don't want you guys to watch all of that. It's gonna look a little strange with the snow peeking through, but I think it'll look more natural once it's grass again, since that's the majority of when we spend our Animal Crossing time in. But here in the back, I'm going to put like treasure on the rock. So this is where like all of the pharaohs that were like super popular are going to lie. And then maybe the pharaohs or the queens that just weren't as popular are going to be in the entryway. And then we've got the Australopithecus. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that at all. So we're going to use that fossil. I want to get more fossils to kind of fill this area up with. To make it look like, because pharaohs were often buried with their pets, I kind of want to make it look like they were buried with their pets, and maybe have a couple of fossils that maybe look like one of the pharaoh's pets. And I think just having a human-ish skull, I'm guessing that's kind of like the link between. But I think it kind of looks spooky. And then I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put that skeleton. It looks kind of awkward up there. I end up hiding it in the trees to make it look more natural, because it's kind of an awkward prop. And I'm just gonna fiddle with these gravestones and their placement to get it just right. And it's funny to like see this sped up, and it almost doesn't even feel like it's sped up because it's still like a lot of here and there. But like what you see when I walk, I'm definitely going pretty fast. And then of course, like, yeah, I'm just filling in the spaces with what I got. And then I definitely don't need any floor lights, but I do need to find more things to put in my gravesite, and I was just running out of things. I definitely am going to go back and I'm going to put like treasure towards the back, because pharaohs were always buried with their treasure, so I think it's only fit that they have all their treasures with them there in the back. This is also where I'm going to be placing all of the DIYs. Previously I had them placed in front of the pyramid, but now this is where I'm going to be putting gifts and free DIYs, is here in this graveyard, because it's gonna make you feel like a Tomb Raider, I think. And then I end up picking a stone archway later on. Well, first I'm gonna plant these coconuts, because it's driving me cocoa nuts to not have trees up here. I of course am going to continue to spruce up this area even beyond what I've done in these two videos. But what I've gotten done in these two videos is pretty much how it's just going to be. Of course, I'm going to be adding items as I, get them. And beyond that, this really is just kind of the end result. It definitely will be filled up more, but this is pretty much it. I definitely think I'm going to put more palm trees, and I'm definitely going to finish off Lucky's yard and Anka's yard once the Marshall giveaway is done. But for right now, I mean, obviously I don't finish by the end of this video, as I mentioned, but it's 80% done. That's why I didn't go ahead and extend this to a third part, because there just really isn't a third part. It's just kind of fiddling with it and waiting until I have more things cataloged and waiting until the Marshall giveaway is over. So maybe in the future, if I do want to remodel this area again, I will have another video, but for now it's pretty good. And then of course I want them to have their own bushes, because that's, you know, it's part of their yard. And then, like I mentioned before, I'm going to be placing dirt where I need it, but the rest is just going to be sand, and then I need to just find a custom DIY to place over the sand for pathing between the houses into the staircase. But other than that, I want this to look just like a natural oasis. I don't need I don't really want a ton going on pathwise. I don't want this to look like, I want it to look civilized, but I don't want it to look modern civilized. I do kind of want it to look like it's kind of it's past its peak. It's not within its prime anymore. It's a civilization that is both timeless but aged. If that makes any sense at all. But yes, I'm going in and I'm grabbing the stones that I need to make the stone archway for my Pharaohs Graveyard. I did end up customizing it and putting moss on it, I think. I think that the mossy look, just especially because it's by the beach. I don't know if you guys have ever been to a beach, but like things kind of get like really weird, and like, I don't know, they just kind of get messed up from the salt water, and I imagine that we would see this same kind of deterioration going on in you know, rocks and whatnot that are on beaches here. So I try to consider what would occur naturally in my playthrough of this game, just because I think when you do something that looks natural, it's going to feel natural. I was going to customize these, but I didn't like the way the spring looked. So I just left those alone, and then we're gonna put everything away, and you'll see what I do with the Turkey Day stands. I love them so much. They are so classy and beautiful. But yeah, just putting away everything that I got and moving that lily out of the way. And this is me just going through my inventory and seeing what I have that would fit well in Egypt. Of course, I want the wheat decor. I'm thinking I'm gonna get more and actually make a wheat field, because they grew wheat. That's how the Egyptians made bank. Yeah, so just looking more, I picked up a mossy rock. I went ahead and picked up the Gallant statue because it'll make it, I don't know, it just looks cool. I had 3 of them and I gave 2 of them away. They are fake because he's holding the book, but it's still like a really cool statue. It does just look classy. But yeah, here's my mossy rock and tree. I think it looks really cool. I know that Egypt isn't necessarily like humid, but being right next to seawater like that would mess with rock. And then yeah, we're gonna place the gallant statue back here since there really isn't any room anywhere else for it. It is kind of weird to see it like that. But yeah, we're gonna place the skeleton here in the trees. I think it looks funny that way. And less awkward because it does kind of look awkward. It doesn't look spooky or real. Definitely looks like one of those cheap plastic ones that was in my biology's teacher class, so I'm gonna try and hide it. I'm adding the scale because when Egyptians did trades, like, they did have a way of measuring their goods to make sure that they weren't being cheated. So, I just wanted to add that, and then putting more coconut trees to fill this area out because it's just so crazy, so blank. And then I'm just trying to figure out where I want to put these coconut trees. I'm just putting them on either side in the middle where it's the blankest. And then I have all these other like miscellaneous things like the hourglass and the cactus, and I'm just fiddling around trying to figure out where I'd like to place them. And then I have the planter with the Turkey Day stand, and then I realized it really takes away from the Nefertiti bust, and I don't like that it did that, so we're gonna give the Turkey Day stand to the bust. And I didn't like her too close to the pyramid. I think it looks better. They're pushed out just a tish bit. And she does look so much better on the Turkey Day stand. And then I was like, maybe I'll put the planters on the garden stands over here because there won't be a bust for them to outshine or look awkward next to. So they work right there. I kind of wish I could have made them mossy, but oh well. They do definitely look better as that warmer color and not the darker stone color. But now we have the hourglass and the fragrance sticks and the cactus, which are just little items to help fill out the blank spaces. And then I'm trying to just figure out what to do with these last few items. I decided that Anka should have a telescoping or astrology hobby, so I put the telescope over there, and then placing the wheat there. I ended up moving it over by the Nefertiti bust, but I think I'm actually going to make a wheat field on either side. Not entirely sure yet. Still kind of up in the air. Because I still need to figure out where I'm going to put this staircase. I still didn't figure that out by the end of this video. But yeah, just going back and forth, figuring out where I would like all of the cactus and the fragrance sticks and geez, what else do I have on me? I think I have the hourglass still on me. And yeah, I just trying to incorporate these things the way that looks best. It again, if you guys are liking this video and you want to see me do more of these speed builds, oh my goodness, excuse me, because I definitely do enjoy making them a lot, go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And leave me down in the comments what you suggest and what you'd like to see me do more of. And then again, if you want to be part of the Marshall giveaway, just go to my Twitter that is in the description and retweet the Marshall post that I have. I will be choosing the winner the next day on Christmas Eve, the 24th, at no particular time, because I have no idea how my day is going to go that day. But I will be choosing a winner that day to come and get Marshall. And then yeah, I'm just figuring out where I'd like. So there's my quote unquote Aladdin, and then I'm gonna have my quote unquote Jasmine. And then I really wanted the Aquarius urn up on the Turkey Day stand, but I was like, okay, whatever, it's not gonna work, so that's fine. And then I was like, maybe the wheat could go in the urn, but no such luck. So we're just gonna place the urn and the stool with the wheat decor on the top of it, next to the bust. Just, I don't know. But there's our Jasmine. And then we're just going to place the rest of what we got, which is floor lights. Just around. I'm probably gonna end up needing more because even though I have so many, it looks different at night for sure, and you realize you need more. So I'm probably going to end up needing more for as many as I already had, but what I've got so far is pretty freaking good. And then I want a floor light on either side of the Sphinx. And of course it's being really picky and particular with me. And of course I am one light short of having a light on the other side of the Sphinx. It's super annoying. But if you guys like the video, of course, like I said, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and please do not miss out on this Marshall giveaway.